is second language, no experience before, no money, no connections, no network. If it can happen for me, it can happen for anybody here. I caught the vision, folks, 2.5 years ago, where I could be today. A couple of things here as I close is, here's one of the main reasons I'm here. First of all is the leadership. When I looked at the opportunity, I looked at the leadership. Mark and Tracy Jarvis, the most humble people I have ever met in my life. People that you can talk to and down to earth. I mean, people, what you see is what you get. Great experience. They built a company with great values. The second thing is products. I'm talking about electricity and natural gas, healthcare, telecom, advertising. Can anybody see a value?
Yes.
I mean, these are products that that people need. So great products and services, great compensation plan. The timing is perfect. Look around you. Look at Houston. I mean, literally, turn your heads around and look at Houston. I mean, here's your competition. How big is Houston, by the way? How many millions of people?
Third largest city in the United States.
Look at, I mean, this is not even ground floor, this is basement. I was one of the first few people in Oklahoma City, but I caught the vision of being on the very front end, so great timing, so I went to work. But what I'm excited about is the fact that, telecom got deregulated 20 years ago, 80s or early 90s, and telecom was about $80 billion industry. Now the monthly phone bills were about what, 25, 30 bucks a month. There was a company like ours on the forefront of the telecom deregulation that in about 5 years created over 1,800 millionaires. Over 1,800 reps became millionaires. 80 billion, 25 bucks a month. Now energy is over $540 billion industry. If you were to take all the bills of electricity and gas around the country, they come to about 540 billion. Monthly utility bills are about $200-300 a month or more, and our company is on the very forefront with one of the largest footprints in the entire deregulation. So you guys here are positioned right to really help a lot of people change your lifestyle. But a quick story, if I may, something that really hit me a few years ago is one of my mentors tells a story. He talks of a lady that's very successful, made a lot of money, and he asked her, oh, by the way, what's your story? How did you get here? And she says, well, let me tell you a part of the story. A few years ago, I asked my husband for $10. And he said, what for? What for? She said, by the end of the day, I made up my mind, I made a decision, I was never going to ask for money again. I read a few books, I took a few classes, I searched for an opportunity, and if you search, you will find. And I found it, I went to work, and she said, I promise you, I've never asked for money again. But see, that day was a day that turned her life around. I hope that for a lot of you people here, maybe this could be one of those days where you say, you know what, I've got a dream, I've got a why, and doing what I've been doing, I don't see myself having that the next 6 months or a year or 2 or 3. And I challenge you guys, I mean, it's a great vehicle. If you go to work, if you stay plugged in, it can truly change your life. And in closing here, I'll leave you guys with a quick story, just to kind of, to wrap it up and to tell you what this business is really all about. Picture someone that goes to college, he finishes school, and he gets a good job with a Fortune 500 company. And one day he goes to, he goes home and has his paperwork into his office. And his 8-year-old son comes to him and says, Daddy, how much money do you make? And Dad says, son, why are you asking me? Well, Dad, how much money do you make? And Dad says, why are you asking me? The little boy puts his hands in his pocket, he gets a few pennies out of his pocket, he puts them on Daddy's desk and says, Dad, I'd like to buy some of your time. Now, when you really think about this entire business is about time freedom. It's about what you can do for other people, not what people can do for you. It's making a contribution in other people's lives. See, for all of us to become successful, we've got to help other people become successful. So this is what it's done for me and for a lot of people here and all the guests here this morning. We have a challenge for everybody here. If you see the opportunity, if you have a strong why, doing what you've been doing hasn't given you the time freedom or the financial freedom, I challenge you to get started. Join this great group. We'd love to have you. But everyone that joins by tonight at midnight and you become a managing consultant, within 21 days, our company will double the blast off promotion, which means instead of making a $300 bonus, you'll make a $600 bonus on top of your income. So yeah, let's give it a hand. So what that means is with a handful of customers, finding 3 people that simply want more out of life, want to make more money, and you'll make about $900 part-time. So if you'd like to make about $900 the next 2-3 weeks part-time, we'd love to have you. We'll take about a 15-minute break, and I'd like to share with you how I build my business, what has helped me. And with that said, thank you so much for being here this morning. And if you're a guest, we'd love to